Gilbert Burns and Khamzat Chimaev in the welterweight division. Khamzat Chimaev, man, it's a good prospect here. 10 wins and 0 losses. Boris Chimaev going out there submitting Jinglan Lee easily. Gerald Burchard knocking him out easily. Reese McKee TKOing him easily. John Phillips submitting him easily. Beating Ikram Aliskerov as well. The man is an amazing striker. He's an amazing grappler. He's an amazing wrestler. There is no faults for Khamzat Chimaev. He is amazing wherever the fight goes. Gilbert Burns, also a very well-rounded MMA fighter. He's got really good striking, as we saw in the Tyron Woodley fight. Wouldn't be as, in my opinion, as good as Khamzat Chimaev. I would say Khamzat is going to have the power advantage. He is going to be taller and lengthier than Gilbert Burns as well. So overall, the striking will go Khamzat Chimaev, but I could see a little bit of kicking from Gilbert Burns, maybe some body kicks, leg kicks at range, staying away from the power of Khamzat Chimaev. So we could see some striking mixed in from Gilbert Burns, but again, you already know the main way Gilbert Burns is going to win the fight is going to be to have Khamzat Chimaev take him down and Gilbert look for some sort of submission on bottom. A triangle choke, a guillotine, an armbar, whatever the case may be. That would be the way you're going to beat a dominant force like a Khamzat Chimaev. But Khamzat, he's been training. He's been training for a while. His wrestling is legit. He out-wrestled Jack Hermanson in a wrestling match. He's knocked out Gerald Burchard in like 20 seconds. He submitted Jinglan Lee in the very first round. That is some legit stuff from Khamzat Chimaev. The same thing can be said for Gilbert Burns, dominating Stephen Wonderboy Thompson on the ground, destroying Tyron Woodley, knocking out Damian Maia, and then beating Gunnar Nelson. But he did get knocked out by Kamaru Usman, a far, in my opinion, far worse striker than Khamzat Chimaev. A guy in Khamzat Chimaev who is taller, lengthier, and a more powerful puncher than Kamaru Usman. I think we're going to see some wrestling here. I don't think Khamzat's going to finish Gilbert Burns on the ground. He's not going to submit Gilbert Burns on the ground. He's not going to ground and pound TKO Gilbert Burns on the ground, although that would be absolutely insane if you were able to go out there and submit Gilbert Burns. I mean, the way, if he was able to submit Gilbert Burns, give the man a title shot. He's the greatest of all time. I'm joking, but dude, that would be absolutely insane if you were to be able to submit Gilbert Burns in that fight. But again, he's not gonna, in my opinion, he's not going to finish a guy like Gilbert Burns on the ground. If he's going to get the finish on Gilbert, it's going to be on the feet, using that height, using that reach, pressuring at Gilbert Burns, getting his back to the cage, right cross, like we saw against Gerald Burchard. He can land that. He can land the jab. Gilbert Burns got knocked out by a jab against Kamaru Usman. We know Khamzat Chimaev has power. We've never really seen what he's been able to do with his jab. Just imagine if Usman could do it, so could Khamzat. He can jab, he can right cross, he can uppercut, as we saw in the Ikram Aliskerov fight. There's so many ways to win here. I got Khamzat Chimaev. I'm gonna go with the second round here, winning the fight by a knockout. Crazy fight in the welterweight division.